Welcome to the Butler Library's tutorial on how to do online research. My name is Ruth Harries, and I'm the Public Services and Instruction Librarian here at Butler. This video is going to cover database searching in ProQuest, and that's going to give you some general strategies that you can use in our other general research databases. To start, you'll need to be on the Butler Community College homepage, then hover your mouse over Academics, and then click on Libraries and Archives. Then scroll down to the Articles and Databases button. There are 3 databases under the General Research heading on the Articles and Databases page: EBSCO, Gale, and ProQuest. We'll be looking at ProQuest in this video, but as I said, keep in mind that the strategies that we're going to use will also apply to EBSCO and Gale. So in ProQuest, the full text option is checked by default. Go ahead and leave that checked. You can also check the peer-reviewed box if your instructor has asked you to use a peer-reviewed source. For now, I'm going to leave it unchecked and enter the keyword search social justice. That pulled up over 1 million results, which is way too many to search and filter through. So one thing I can do is put quotation marks around the phrase social justice, and that forces the database to find only that phrase and not social justice as 2 separate words. So it's still over 300,000 results. So I can do a couple of other things. I can look at these limiters on the left-hand side, but I can also add more keywords. And I know that I'm interested in just the United States, so I'm going to enter that as one of my key phrases. Okay, and that narrowed down our results some more. So another thing you can do to get fewer results is to go to source type, click on more, and then choose types of sources to include or exclude. So I think I want to focus on news sources, so I'm going to click on newspapers, magazines, and wire feeds, and then click apply. And then from here, I can either start going through my sources, or I can apply more filters, or I can try a different keyword search. But once you find something that looks good, I'll just click on this top result. You can save it as a PDF. You can click Cite and get the APA and MLA citations for it. You can email it to yourself, print it, or click on all options to save it to the cloud. If you have any questions, or if you're stuck or don't know where to start, we are more than happy to help you. So you can find the library contact information on our homepage. You can call us in El Dorado, in Andover. You can send us an email, or you can chat or text with us.